Hello everybody. So today I wanted to take a little personal journey on my brand new nonprofit called One Block at a Time. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So stay tuned. We're going to get started right now. Welcome back, y'all. I'm Debbie Dobbins. I am your host for this episode of Your Wichita Falls. And some of you may know me because you know me in the community, you know me through Facebook, you know me through the YouTube channel. And one of the things that I love doing, and you probably get that if you watch this channel at all, is help people have home ownership. Wow. She's a real estate agent. Of course she's going to say that. Oh, no. You don't understand. This has been an absolute passion of mine forever. I think it's because I was born in the 50s. Oh, yes, I'm a baby boomer. And, the FDR New Deal was just basically come into fruition. People were starting to feel prosperous and abundant. And what did they say? Everybody's going to have a house and 2 cars in every garage and whatever it was. But anyways, the whole American dream, why did they call it that, the American dream? Homeownership. Now, why would that be a dream for anybody, right? Okay, we can buy a house, we can live in an apartment, we can rent a house, whatever. Why is that even important to have a dream of home ownership? It's an investment in your future, number one. You've heard me talk about this as a wealth builder. It's an investment in your future. But more importantly, that roof over your head, to have the security of knowing that that's yours. And the only reason that they're going to take it away from you is if you don't pay your property taxes. You don't even have to have insurance if you've already owned it, free and clear. Or if you don't pay your mortgage. And frankly, there's not that much security with anything in life anymore, except for death and taxes, as they've said. And you having this home, this sanctuary, this abode that's yours and only yours is, to me, one of the most remarkable, significant gifts that you can ever give to yourself. And I constantly hear, still to this day, that people feel like they can't get past the hurdle of achieving that dream for any number of reasons. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about my own personal story and be really vulnerable because that's what I'm doing today. I don't know why. I've been crying all day doing these videos. But one of the things that was really, really important to me, and I was a mortgage person for years before I started doing real estate. So in my youth, I was a little bit rebellious. Let's just call it that. And one of the things that I was rebelling against was the tax authority that we have called the IRS. And the fact of the matter is that I was, in my youth, I grew up in the 60s and the 70s, so you can put that together for yourself. One of the things that was really upsetting to me was that it felt like the federal government, the IRS, who took the money and then gave it to the federal government, were not good stewards of my money. If they took my taxes, they were not good stewards of my money. Well, whether I feel that way or not, still, it doesn't matter. I decided back then that I wasn't going to play in that little game that they had going on. So guess what? I'm just going to make this really clear. The IRS doesn't matter if they can find you or not. They can put a lien against you for whatever they want if you don't play in their game. Well, here's the thing that's a really important fact to note, and that is that you have federal liens against you. They automatically attach to any property that you might want to buy. Therefore, if you have a federal IRS tax lien, you are more or less prevented from owning a home unless you pay it off. So, for years as a young adult, I was getting people houses all the time. I was making the American dream come true over and over and over and over. I don't know why I'm crying. Because I believed in it so much, while at the same time, I was unable to achieve it. Unable. Like, I knew that there was no possible way. And, there's a lot of shame that goes around with that once you decide that you have to play in the game called the IRS and the federal government. But the fact of the matter is that it was a little bit too far along at that point. So, I digress from my story. My point is that I know absolutely without question how it feels to be unable to achieve the American dream. To be unable. Now, the thing and the good news is that I finally worked through it. We all got along, kumbaya, me and the IRS, and things resolved themselves, and that's another story altogether. It's a very long video. But the fact is that I finally was able to buy my first house 20 years ago. That's kind of late in life. You know, I've got family members and them that bought them when they're 18, 19, 20 years old, which I believe that every young adult should do. But here's the thing, is that I believe as strongly as I did then, when I was young, as I do now, that amazing miracle of home ownership should be available to everybody. And also that everybody should be able to resolve whatever is standing in their way. So this nonprofit that we started, because I really, and that's what I'm really wanting to talk about, is called One Block at a Time. And you know, one block at a time is just having a difference, a change happen. You know, you can do it one person at a time. That's all I do by this video. This YouTube channel is one person at a time. But also, you know, you have the capacity to enlist your neighbors. I mean, this is the thing that I love about Wichita Falls, where you don't get that in California, is you could have a neighbor that you've never spoken to, you've never introduced yourself to, you probably never even see, you don't say hi to, you don't even wave as you pull out of your driveway. That's really very sad to me. And that's the world that I grew up in, and I feel like I found this place where you can build upon a community, a neighborhood, a block. A neighborhood is a little bigger than a block, but just imagine the block that you live on. What if you all were supporting each other to achieve these dreams, whether it's to fix up your house, grow a garden in your backyard, buy a house in that neighborhood, have the pride of home ownership beyond anything that you could ever imagine before. So I know that you probably have heard of Habitat for Humanity, and it's a very large organization. They have lots of money, and we're very teeny, tiny. We don't have any money right now. But we are mighty, because once I set an intention, there is absolutely nothing that will ever stop me and get in my way. Giving the story I just told you, it's so remarkable when you make a decision, how God and the universe conspire to make it happen for you. And that's what we're doing with One Block at a Time. I want you to help me conspire to make this thing blow up and create magic in this community. Our first project, I'm so excited, is a home that we are going to have a little essay contest for the family that is going to get that house, put their sweat equity into it, and make that dream of home ownership come alive for them. And it's going to be as a result of this nonprofit. And we're going to do that over and over and over and over, because I cannot wait to see how doctors who deliver babies have their wall of babies that they've delivered. I want to have a wall of families that deliver, that birth into existence their dream of home ownership. Because at the end of the day, this is about the community getting behind itself, to helping all of us with a hand up, not a hand out. Just know that if you aren't a homeowner right now, maybe you're going to buy one of these houses. If you are a homeowner right now, imagine that you didn't have that gift and how you could contribute to somebody else, whether it be through $5, $10, $1,000, because this amazing nonprofit called One Block at a Time is going to be on Texoma Gives. I invite you to go on, contribute, share, give a $5 contribution, give a $1,000 contribution. There's matching donations. And I am so blessed to be part of this community and to be able to bring this gift in a way that I've not been able to do before, because I was busy with life and trying to keep my own head above water. But God has graced me with the ability to have financial freedom and to be able to give that money back, but also to build on it with other people in their contributions. I'm so excited about One Block at a Time. We're having fundraisers at our Dreammakers farm. And so next month, our fundraiser is going to be an Old West traveling medicine show, which is full of magic, carnival-like atmosphere. And in October, we're going to have a haunted hayride. So I'm really excited about that, but I just want you to know that we are going to make an impact upon this community, you and me and all of us, to do something magical and great and make that American dream come true for more people than ever believed it was possible. So I thank you very much for listening. You guys have an amazing week, and y'all come back now. You hear? Bye-bye.